Good morning student, I am Rose. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, that is Standard 6 Geography, Chapter 8, that is India Physical Features. India's physical features we are going to learn. That means physical means what are the land formation or what are the speciality of the land formation of India we are going to learn. Okay, so in chapter 6 you have learned about the different landforms of India. What are the different landforms of India you learn? Okay, that is the Himalayas, then you have the plateaus, then you have what we call plains, coastal plains. These are the things you learn in chapter 6. Yes or no? So in this chapter you are going to learn a major landforms which is also known as physical features, and we have a very 7 major physical features that we are going to learn in this chapter. Okay, so as we know, India is a very huge country and it has a great contrast. It has a great contrast and it has a large variety of people having different costumes, different languages, different traditions, different cultures, different areas or the regions they live. These are the wide varieties of this is a variation which you can see in among the people of India. Yes or no? So due to that is called the diverse country, and it is well known in the whole world. It is well known in the whole world. Okay, so in spite of this, there are other speciality as we are going to talk about is the physical features of India. So there are 7 major physical features of India. That is the Great Northern Mountains, Great Northern Plains, the Great Peninsular Plateau, the Great Indian Desert, the Coastal Plains, the Eastern and Western Ghats, and the island groups. So these are the major physical features of India. So first of all, we will learn about the Great Northern Plains. We will learn about the Great Northern Plains. Okay. So in the Great Northern Plains, it is found in the northern part of India. You can see, yes, it is in the map. You can see it is present in the northern part of India. The white color which you see and the brownish color. This is the brownish color, which is the foothills of the Himalayas. Okay, so these are the Great Northern Plains, which is present in the northern part of India. It is present in the northern part of India, and it is called the Great Northern Mountain. It is also called the Great Northern Mountain, and this is the natural boundary of India. This is a natural main boundary of India, which extends from the Jammu and Kashmir. That means it extends from the Jammu and Kashmir in west and Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Okay, so we can say it is up to 2500 kilometer in length and average height is 150 to 400 kilometer. That means the length is 2500 kilometers. From that means Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh, that is the 2500 kilometer, and in height it is 150 to 400 kilometer in height. Okay, so it is divided into 3 parts. Okay, it is divided into 3 main ranges. That is the Himadri, and the Sivalis. Sorry, it should be here. Himadri. Okay, so it is divided into three major ranges. Okay, that is Himadri, that is the Great Himalaya. Then you have the Himachal, then it is the Middle Himalaya, and the Sivalis. So these are the mountain ranges which is present in the northern part of India. Okay, and this Himadri or this Himalaya is the greater source of water. It is the great source of water, and there are various famous rivers which arouse from the its average height is 6,000 meter height, and we can say it is permanently covered with snow. It is permanently covered with snow. That means it what we call it never. That means it, the snow which is present over there, over the mountain hills, never melt down. Never melt down. It is, that means whole year it is covered with snow. Okay, and in the Himadri, the Great Himalaya, the most of the highest mountain peak of the world, that is Mount Everest, is present here. Okay, that means in the Himachal, that means Himadri. Okay, in this you can, in the Himadri, in the Great Himalaya, the highest peak of the world, that is Mount Everest, is also present. Okay, and Gangotri and Yamunotri glaciers, that means Gangotri and Yamunotri glaciers is also present in the Himadri, or the Great Himalayas. Okay, so these are the speciality of the Himadri or the Great Himalaya. That means Great Himalaya is also called the Himadri. That means what are the things? It is the innermost ranges of the mountain, Great Northern Mountains. Then its average height is about 6,000 meter. Then you have the, it is permanently covered with snow. It doesn't melt the whole year, doesn't melt any snow over there. Then you have the highest peak of the world, that is the Mount Everest, is also present in the Himadri. Then you have the Gangotri and Yamunotri, the glaciers is also present in the Himadri. So these are the major speciality of the Himadri. Next we are going to learn about the next mountain ranges, that is the Himachal. Okay, so it is present in the lies in the south of Himadri. That means the lowest ranges. Okay, so in this region, that means average height is 4,500 meter, and there are major hill stations are situated in this Himachal. Then you have the Pir Panjal and Dhaulada are the major ranges of the Himachal. Okay, and you can say it has number of longitudinal valleys. Valleys means a U-shaped or the V-shaped spaces which is present between the mountains. Okay, so there are so many valleys, longitudinal valleys, and the for example, Kashmir and the Kangra valleys are the two important valleys of the Himachal. Okay, so this is the speciality of the Himachal. Next is the Shivaliks. Okay, this is the last and the southernmost ranges of the Himalayan mountains, and we can say its average height is 1,200 meters, and we can say it has also a longitudinal valley. These ranges which you see, this is the Shivaliks, it is the longest ranges of the Great Himalayas. Okay, and we can say it has longitudinal valleys same as this. Okay, which is also called the dunes, dunes, and these dunes, like we say Patti Dune and the Katilipit and Dehradun, these are the important dunes or the longitudinal valleys of the Shivaliks. Okay, so this is the speciality of the Great Northern Mountains. Okay, so we learn different types of the different ranges of the Great Mountain, that is the Great Himalayas, Himadri and Himachal. Then you have the Shivaliks. Okay, so these are the important major mountain ranges of India. Okay, next we are going to learn about the northern plain of India. Okay, what we are going to learn? That is the northern plain of India, the Great Northern Plain. Great Northern Plain. Okay, so this is the second major physical features of India, and it is present in the northern part of India. You can see it extends from the Punjab till towards the Assam. Okay, so this is the Great Northern Plain. Okay, the green color which you and we can say it is rich in different ways. It is rich in different ways, and it is the world largest alluvial plain. It is the world largest alluvial plain, and we can say that means it provides a fertile land for cultivation, because we can say a large number of people in the northern plains are also settled here. Okay, so this is how the great northern plain is present in the northern part of India. Okay, so this is how. Next we are going to learn is the Great Peninsular Plateau. Third we are going to learn is the Great Peninsular Plateau. Okay. So this Great Peninsular Plateau is present in the middle India. Okay, which you see the brownish color which you see. Okay, so it starts from the Rajasthan area, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, these are the area. Then you have some part of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. Then you have the Andhra. Then you have this side. You can say what we call Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka. Then you can say Tamil Nadu. Okay, so these are the important region. That means it is present in the middle part of India, middle India. Okay, and we can say it is in irregular triangular shape, and we can say it is extended. That means the oldest mountain, that is the Aravalli ranges which is present. It is the oldest mountain ranges which is also present in the Deccan Plateau. Then you can say there are various. It is also rich in the minerals, different minerals. You can see. Then you have this Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat. Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat borders this Deccan Plateau. Okay, what happened? This Western Ghat which is present in the coastal area. Okay, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat, what happened? It borders the Deccan Plateau. Okay, and it has three important plateaus. It is made up of three important plateaus. That is the Deccan Malwa. Okay, Bundelkhand. Okay, Bundelkhand. Then you have the Chota Nagpur. Then you have the Rohilkhand. Okay, so these are the four important plateaus which make the Deccan Plateau, or we can say Great Peninsular Plateau. Okay, and from this there are so many important hills or the high hills like Aravalli Hills is there, Vindhyas is there, Mahadeva, Anaimalai. Okay, so these are the important high hills which is present in the Great Peninsular Plateau. There are so many rivers also, like we say Narmada, Tapi, Krishna, what we call Godavari, Kaveri. Okay, so these are the important rivers which originated from the Deccan Plateau. Okay, so these are the as we know, these are rich. This Great Peninsular Plateau is rich in different minerals like coal. Then you have the iron, then manganese. Okay, so these are the important iron ore, or we can say minerals which are found in the Deccan Plateau. Next we are going to learn is the Great Indian Desert. So we are going to learn is the Great Indian Desert. Okay, so here till here we learn today. In the next video I'll tell you about the Great Indian Desert and the coastal plain.